pretending like they're putting it in, so I have all these nice little down from the little free library.
Well, yeah, I want people to find them, so.
Go for it. To your eyes. So come back and stand here. Let's print about all of this.
Well, one of the reasons I also started doing it is there were plenty of people around the Capitol used to be playing Pokemon Go in big gangs.
Right.
Big groups. And I thought, well, what can I do to get people out during this pandemic? And then it also occurred to me that parents for things to do with their kids, novel, new ideas. So I realized that, oh, parents are bringing their kids out to look for these sort of things. So yeah, it just seemed like a perfect fit.
And everybody loves.
Oh, wow.
Mannequin. It's going to change it to portrait mode to make it a little more glamorous. They're perfect. All of a sudden you keep looking lovingly down over gorgeous work. There. Action, go for it. I feel like you've done this before. This is amazing. Oh my gosh. Oh, this is such a cool shot. I am so happy that we're going to send you all the video. Yep, there you go, just perfect. From that to you. Oh, I love it. I love it. You're so glamour shots. But nobody's getting murdered in this scene. I just love your this. It is such a cool story. You're kind of in like the thinker pose again while I am just changing the mode into portrait mode, so it gives me. Oh my goodness, such a beautiful. I think this is the intro shot. Making our own magic.
Could you ever imagine holding a piece of the Capitol in your own hands? Well, this Madison man's found a way to do just that. Perfect.
Or how many I could probably count, but at some point, but
You needed all the prototypes.
yeah.
And this is all from scratch. I started knowing nothing and then involved in the scaling and some of the complex cuts to make into some pretty basic shapes. So this is all just cubes, basically. You start with a cube and then cut it down.
How'd you do in geometry class?
Geometry class was the only math class I did well in.
So,
I failed algebra, but I had an A in geometry. It doesn't make any sense.
yeah, but geometry
At
is
first.
logic.
It's
But
spatial.
that did
It's
not translate well to production. So
pillars used to be, the pillars on the dome used to be circular. They used to be cylinders, but in production, that would increase the failure rate. So I changed them to rectangles, and that actually helped. So those are things that I'm learning along the way in the manufacturing process.
And you're
This
self-taught.
is program appropriately, but I'm shooting from the hip on all of this.
parts, custom
Right, I
camera
mean,
parts.
it's pretty gosh darn well, so,
Yeah.
you know, ain't nothing wrong with it.
Sure. So the plate slides right out. And good looking model, no warping on the base. The dome is the most is at the top of the dome or mount.
You put a little bit of hairspray on there. As you can see, I'm a bald man, so I have no need for hairspray. We spread it around, slide the plate in, and then the current build for the Capitol is already stored in here. And we start that process. It takes about 90 minutes. And then oftentimes I have to go to work or I have other commitments and responsibilities. I have another computer set up to stream live to a website.
So cool.
So I could. That's a part of the process, an essential part. That's kind of like my philosophy with photography and art is don't wait for perfection. Perfection is your enemy. Do you want me to?
First box, absolutely.
Yeah. We got, oh, this one, this is an example of the plates, those in here. So here's an example. The domes. Nothing quite frustrating like waiting night. Snapped off.
Everything else just right.
Yeah, this one is a. So this is an example of why I keep the stream live into my printer because this is a failure. I don't want this to continue hollow. And if the internal support structure isn't, this is a misaligned one that just slided over. I have no idea what caused this, but it's leaning to the side.